So we are back where we need to get Birmingham finished off. We need a supply tower somewhere on the route. It's a little bit cheaper now. Do we need it on the right or left hand side? Or theoretically it doesn't matter, because when we pull 4 tracks, it will just expand to cover the other tracks as long as they are placed next to them. So it's actually fine. We need a little bit higher speed, then it goes a little bit more. So that was the other train. That doesn't have much with it, but so what we need to do at, oh, there's a bonus even. We need to build a station and get meat into Birmingham. So that is going to be the first thing to do. Put the track. That needs to go to the first. That is not going to be overly expensive. That's good. That's one way of getting raw into the system, and that again is good. We earn money. And what else do we have here? Coal, that is not important as yet. Nothing of that is important. We will later pull the stations up to either Liverpool or Manchester, and then continue north from one of them. So we can build that. We need a train line. And that is one of those which is part of the task as well. So what did just happen? That was a good question. So we need a locomotive. Actually take the rocket here, because it's not important. That is not needed to be fast yet. So that's where we start. Oh, we're starting to earn more money. We also just lost a lot of money, so that was a little bit of a backdrop, but yeah. But the income is starting to move up, which is good. So this will make meat. The meat will, when we build a warehouse in Oxford, we can spread that out further on to London, Dover, Cambridge. So that is all going to be relatively good. It will earn us more and more money, and it will actually be easier to build the tracks up so we can earn even more money. Getting close to get the train. Come on. that will fill out with cows, which will go to Birmingham, turn into meat, which will be sent with the other trains to Oxford. So this way we create more freight for ourselves. More freight is more money is more lines, more better trains, more everything. So that is at least one thing. I need to build some buildings now to make sure that everything is as it should be. And I need, what is it, 76,000 for the maintenance depot. That is going to take a little bit of time, but oh, that was actually, I forgot that. So let's build that immediately. So we are sure that the trains are being maintained. That is very important. So Birmingham is done. Now I'm actually going to slowly do some of the trains. And I'm going to do it manually. I could use the engine shed and do it, but I'm not. So this is the slow way of doing it, but it is kind of a better way of controlling it, that you actually know which lines you put it on. So I'm not going to touch the rural ones until I get a dedicated freight train. So everything now is running on the proper trains. That is brilliant. Now this will save us some money on a run on that one, which drives a little bit faster in the curves. Why would that be important? Well, it is all about speed, to be honest. So yeah, I don't have that. I was almost putting that on, but we will get them eventually. Down the line we will get trains which is suited for mixed, there's trains suited for express, there's trains suited for freight. And we will of course make that happen. So what I'm looking at now is getting warehouses. So First step was to get the Dover has grown to 20,000, so that is going the right way, but we need it to grow even more. So warehouse here actually help going the other way. It's not helping Dover, it's helping the whole system. So that one we don't need, but we need the corn here. Then the corn will stock up, being transported to London, and in London we already put the corn on. I'm going to put beef on as well, meat on. The corn will then go to Cambridge, Oxford, and on into the system. So you can see money is starting coming in a little bit faster now, and that is actually the time where it kind of works out better, because you get more money, you get more traffic, and of course there is little things happening which is annoying. Train breaks down and so on. So I'm waiting to have money to actually buy a warehouse here, so I can get logs into the system. The dairy products, when they start rolling, the meat from Birmingham, and can get that out to other places. So it's all about spreading out and make sure you earn money on things. So I do find that until you get the warehouses, it's very single-sided. With the warehouses, you get that opportunity to start spreading out more and more goods, and more goods get more and more traffic on your trains, and it actually earns you more and more money. So it's all beneficial. See, we are rising, adding roughly 100,000. I'm going to go straight forward towards the freight train because I want them upgraded as well. So it is moving, and 100% freight on the train, so that's good. Oxford has all passengers to Birmingham, no passengers to Dover. Why? That I do not know why it's doing, but let's build the warehouse here. And you see Oxford is growing, so that is then creating more passengers, more demands, and so on. So here we want the logs, we want the meat, we want corn. And I'm actually putting the dairy on as well. because even though Oxford might not use it, but there might be towns which can. And I'm actually going to put beer on as well, for now. That's one of the things I would be changing, but stock beer up and send that up to Birmingham is not a bad idea. So here I'm going to put the logs and the dairy products. See, now corn is coming in, and it's for Cambridge, lumber, and so on. So as towns grow, demands will be higher and higher, and more and more money will come in. Cambridge has grown. Can't remember. So I will have to look. When is vegetables is 40,000. So there's no rush to put that into the system. But remember, they are there. Same with clay. Needs some sort of demand before that could be useful. So I'm going to put more tracks here. The reason for that is I'm going to put a track all the way to Birmingham, and I'm using the station here. So I'm just running them parallel because then these actually service all three of them. So I don't have to buy extra of that. But of course I need the money, and that is how it is. That seems to be the bane in this game. You wait for money, you wait for money, you wait for money. Nothing seems to happen, and then suddenly it's there, and you, oh, now it's there. Cambridge, Birmingham might not be the greatest of ideas, but on the other hand, passengers disappear if they are not transported within a due time. So they might actually not be there when there's capacity. So it is about having everything kind of, the better train lines you have, the better service for the passengers, the more passengers there is, and you execute them. Oh well, execute the transportation of them. You are not executing the passengers. That would be a little bit morbid. So I'm going to finish this line to Birmingham. What's that? Yes, it was, I think. So I got the station platform is the expensive one. That is that's one of the things that very often cost extra money, but the next one would be cheaper. Now I have to make sure that I don't make a boo-boo. It doesn't look like I do. So that is all fine. So I have to build ceramics in the 6 cities. So we will need the clay at some point. I don't know if that's the only clay on the map. As well. So that's something which can end up being in a very high demand. I'm not sure how we get Ireland introduced, but I have a feeling we'll build a bridge here or here maybe. I don't know yet. That is very much down the line. So they are offering us a grain farm. Do we want that? In Birmingham. That's the one we already have transport to, so yeah, I buy that. It's this one. So that's ours now. I'm still building track, so that's actually not a bad thing to have. And that will make money because the grain we drive somewhere else will be dispersed to, it would be, no. So, did I do wrong here? That wouldn't be the first time. No, I didn't. There we go. So, don't say I do wrong when I do right. Of course we need money for it, but that is going to come fine. What you can see is the income is coming a little bit faster now, and the more lines you make, the more trains you put on the track, the more money you make. it is like that, and it does take time in the beginning, so you have to be patient, and you see it slowly grows. Unfortunately, you have to pay interest and stuff like that on your loans, but that is real economics in place. Goes like everything in the real world. Money so if you can't pay your loan, it will be extended for a year. The interest rate you have to pay, that is just how it is. So theoretically, you need to keep an eye on and make sure you pay your loans, but that is like in the real world. Everything has to be kind of done. And we are moving the right way. That's the next task we have to do is in 2 years, so we do have good time to do that. That one is not too bad. That one is actually not as bad as it sounds, but that is just how it is. So, waiting for money again. Getting there. So, now we need to put these on everywhere on the double track. Here we have a triple track, but what I'm going to do is that one to right, left, right, and down here. That one on. So what I have to do is this train, edit it so I make sure it drives on that track. All the time. So it doesn't interfere with the trains from Cambridge to Birmingham. And I can actually tell them to use those tracks. Here it actually looks at the inner track, so I put it on the outer one. And we need some locomotives to go. And we are actually ready to do that. So that's it for this session, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed. look out for the next one.